Hey man, what's going on here, man? Goose here, and we gotta talk about the college football playoff that was the first round was this weekend. Started Friday. You had three games Saturday, and every single game was just uncompetitive. Just not that's there was not one game that came down, took a last minute drive, didn't need a field goal or a touchdown or something to win the game, go in overtime. Never came. We never had one game that comes out of that. Not one. So all this talk about the 12 team playoff and more teams, more chances for teams to win. It just shows you that there's only a handful of teams that can win this national championship, and that's every year. And that's good. And it just is what it is. I mean, there's only going to be a handful of teams that can win uh, the national championship. It's not going to be the 12 seed's not going to win the national championship. Just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. 12 seed, 11 seed, 10 seed isn't going to happen. So let's just go over some of the games that happened, and let's go over Friday's game because that was Notre Dame versus Indiana. A lot of talk about hey bro, no Indiana should they be in the playoffs? And this game was very lackluster. Notre Dame was up 27 to 3 late in the football game. Indiana scores a touchdown and they get an onside kick, so they make the game closer than it appeared. This game was really never close. Notre Dame was in control of this football game from the 98-yard touchdown run, and then it wasn't competitive. It was just boring. It was a boring football game, and this was supposed to be different. This was supposed to be different in college football. We're supposed to have competitive games, more games. Anyway. Then, all right, let's go over Saturday's games. As Penn State versus SMU, Penn State wins 38-10. This game, other game that SMU had some chances early in the game to really make this game, to take the lead in this game. They had dropped a touchdown pass earlier in the game. Then they had two pick sixes. Man, just as Jennings throws three interceptions total for SMU, two of them goes back for touchdown. And this another game that just wasn't close, man. 38-10, Penn State. They move on. They move on to the next round. Then you had Then you had Texas and Clemson. Now, at least this game. Now you talk about games being close in the balance, in the fourth quarter. At least this game was a one-score game at one point in the fourth quarter, but Texas scored a touchdown and made it a two-score game. Clemson never got any closer. This game was the closer of the four, but still, Clemson was never in any position to win this football game. So just another game that just, ho-hum, man. Texas wins 38-24. Then the nightcap, you had Ohio State just blew Tennessee out 42-17. They got up 21-0, never looked back. Tennessee was never in this football game. Ohio State just they could have scored probably 60 points if they wanted to. Just another lackluster game for the weekend, and it was just upsetting that we didn't have one football game, not one football game that was just like, man, this got you in the fourth quarter, man. Man, this is the drive to win it, man. This is the drive to win it. Field goal, touchdown. Wins it, goes overtime. We never had that, man, and it was upsetting. It was upsetting. I think in the next rounds we're going to see more. We're going to see a little bit more of the same in the next rounds. If you look at some of these brackets that we have, I mean, we got Texas and Arizona State. Do you really think Arizona State's has any chance to win this football game? I don't know, man. I got a feeling that Texas and Arizona State's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be it's going to be a two-score game. Arizona State's not going to be in the game. They're not going to be in position to win this football game. And I think we're going to have more of the same in this game. Next game, the Fiesta Bowl, Penn State and Boise State. On paper, man, I just don't see how Boise State's going to compete in this football game. Penn State has better athletes. They got a better team. I know Boise has the running back Genty, the runner-up in the Heisman, but another game where I just think that another game that's just not going to be good. I think it's going to be the semifinals. We're actually going to see two good games. Yeah. But then you got Ohio State and Oregon. Now this has a chance to be a good football game. This game and then the Sugar Bowl, Notre Dame and Georgia. We got 4 games in the quarterfinals. I think two have the potential to be really good. Ohio State and Oregon, Notre Dame and Georgia. But I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath. I thought Tennessee and Ohio State was going to be good. So I'm just not going to hold my breath. But Penn State, Boise State might, for more likely, be a blowout. Texas, Arizona State, more likely will be a blowout. And then maybe we'll have 2 games. Maybe we'll have 2 good games in Ohio State and Oregon, and Notre Dame and Georgia. But no, the committee. I mean, I don't really know what they could have done like differently. I mean, it maybe put Alabama in. I mean, well, they got 3 losses. Then you got Miami. Miami would have put a better fight than SMU. And then you have Ole Miss and South Carolina. I mean, what would have happened if those teams were in? Would we have more of the same like blowouts, or would they have been more competitive? I have no idea. But 12 teams was way too many teams in the playoffs to begin with. They should have gone. I know people didn't like 4. They thought 4 wasn't enough. Maybe 6, 8 tops. Maybe 8 tops. But 12 is way too many, and they want to expand. They want to expand to like 14, 16. If you get to 14 and 16, you're going to have even more blowouts. It's just going to be more of the same. It's just pathetic that this first football weekend, or this football playoff weekend, was just ho hum, man. I mean, I would love to know what the ratings were like from the start of the game and then in the second half. I'm pretty sure they just fizzled out in the second half because none of these games were compelling. None of these games were on the edge of your seat, man. I gotta watch it, man. It's just sad. As a college football fan, it was sad. Rue was upset. I was upset, but no, I'm just hoping and praying that the quarterfinals somehow turn out to be 4 good games. But I just think we're gonna have 2 duds and 2 good ones. But what y'all guys think, man? Did y'all enjoy the weekend? I mean, I thought the atmospheres for the games were there. For on-campus games, I thought a lot of fans brought it, but just the game itself just didn't live up, man, at all. It was upsetting, but I guess maybe next year. Have a good one.